Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Coach Ben, and I'm glad that you guys clicked on this video because today, in today's Friday film room, we are reviewing our 4x8 state championship team, who also broke the 2A state record in 2025. So, without further ado, let's get right to it.
850.95, that is 6/10.
Now, just to preface this, hold on one second. Just to preface this race, this was our first race at state. This was the first race of the first day. So I had to make sure that these guys were well rested. We were the #1 team in the state coming in with an 8:40. That was 10 seconds faster than the current state record at this time. And the way that state records work in New Mexico, you can't break a state record at any meet. You have to break that state record at the state track meet. So I don't know how it is in other states, but in New Mexico, you got to break it at the state track meet. So it was either put up or shut up.
Mark that they set just 2 years ago.
You'll see on this first leg.
We've already seen state records established in it.
Yeah, before this, 2 state records had already been broken in the 4x8, so this was going to be the third race if that happened.
Crushing the state record by 28 full seconds.
And you'll see right off the bat, there's a kid from Oak Grove named Joshua Marquez. Phenomenal kid, phenomenal runner. He gets out to a huge lead on the whole field. It wasn't just us. He just got off, and they qualified at 9:11. They were the state runner-ups in this race, and you'll see what time they ran here. But they qualified. Keep that in mind. They qualified at 9:11.
400.
He went through the first lap at 58. You see that he's opening up that lead now on the field. Right now, we're sitting in 4th place behind Penasco and Texaco.
100 meters down, showing no signs of letting up.
You would think that this is the race because they have the camera on this part of the field, but Josh is just out to a phenomenal leg. I think he might have ran 159. I'm not sure. We'll have to check here, but he had a huge lead going into the second leg.
I believe that is Mesa Vista.
Now he got us confused with Oak Grove because we're both black and gold.
Also,
but that is not us. We're sitting in 4th leg.
AA boys.
Kenny is our first leg. Kenny Gallegos, he was our senior.
Just across the street from us here.
Too flat. He went too flat on his leg. Josh did.
2 months ago.
This is Oak Grove's second leg. You won't see our second handoff, but I think Kenny ran probably about a 2:05. He ran a pretty good leg. Now I was telling my boys for the first 2 legs of this race, because everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, Josh is out, and Oak Grove has this 10-second lead, and it's just crazy." I was on the, you won't see me on the video, but I was on the sidelines next to the finish line where they were staging all those runners to get the baton. I was just yelling at my runners. I was just saying, "Oh, that's their best shot. That's their best shot. These first 2 runners are their best shot. They're going to come back to us." Credit to Oak Grove for the race that they ran and the strategy that they implemented in this race. It just about worked. And had I not been there on the sidelines coaching my team through what was happening, I think we probably would have just given it to Oak Grove and they'd have been the state champions. But I felt the need, and this is for every race really. I don't ever sit at the team camp when a race is going on. Even if it's prelims, I never ever sit at a team camp. If there's a race going on that my runners are in, I'm going off and watching that race. I'm just, call it superstitious, call it good coaching, whatever you want to call it, but I just don't think it's good coaching to be sitting in a tent while your race is going on. That's not good coaching at all. That's like a basketball coach sitting in the stands while his team is playing the game. That's just not good coaching. And so I'm sorry if you do that. I'm sorry if you don't watch the prelims or if you don't like watching prelims, but I just think that your athletes, especially in high school, your athletes need you. And so I felt the need to be there on the sideline, and it worked out for us because this whole first and second leg, I was just yelling at my athletes. They're coming back to us. They're coming back to us. They're coming back to us. Our second leg here is a sophomore. He's a junior now, but Andres Valdez, he had a great leg. He was our state runner-up in 300 hurdles. He broke the school record that was standing for 40 years in the hurdles. And he's this leg right here. And all I was telling him when he was waiting to get the baton was get in contact, and Tello and Zeke, our third and fourth leg, our anchor, will do the rest of the job for you. Just get back within contact and we'll be okay. Just relax. Tello had the best leg of them all. just due to his
Oak Grove, they
age.
qualified at 9 minutes 11.89 seconds.
There it is.
That was the 7th fastest qualifying time.
So that tells you how great their coaching staff is they weren't even supposed to be on the podium. In New Mexico, it's 1st through 6th place that place on the podium. And they came in 7th at 9:11. They weren't even supposed to get on the podium, and here they are leading the race 3 legs in. That should tell you how great their coaching is. And like I said, they were state runner-ups, and you'll see their time in a second, but it was nowhere close to 9:11.
Anything can happen here. You get to the state track and field championships.
And that's, you know what, that's what I tell my athletes all the time, is that anything can happen. When you get to state, anything can happen. People can, people mess up, people false start. If you're in the sprints, in distance races, some people just freeze up and don't run the way that they were supposed to run. And on the opposite side of things, some people just outperform everything that they had done all season. You have to expect the unexpected at state. Here we come now, we're coming around the corner, and Andres did his job. He did his job, and he got within striking distance of the first place runner, Oak Grove, and he had a great finish. Credit to Penasco and Texaco as well. They had, look at Penasco, they're coming up in second. They had a great second leg. And then there's our handoff, flawless, and here comes our freshman phenom, Jonathan Tello Martinez. You'll see here, he had the best leg out of
anybody. Just goes to show you there at the exchange zone the importance of handoffs. Oak Grove now, they've slipped down into second, looking to make a move on the backstretch. Past Penasco, the Panthers running strong. Got to be careful with kicking 200 meters into an 800-meter leg, and down goes one of our runners. And
here's what's unfortunate, is Penasco fell down. Had they not fallen down, they would have given us a run for the state title, and it would have been a lot closer at the end. Our cross-country district has us, the first place team that was running for 2 laps, Oak Grove and Penasco. All 3 of us would have been in the top 3. That just goes to show how tough our cross-country district is. But that was just unfortunate. It happens. You hope it doesn't happen to you. I didn't even know about this until after the race. I had gone and celebrated with the guys, and I gave them hugs, and then I went back to where they do the podium, where they do the medals, and sure enough, I watched it back, and I was worried we were the ones who tripped him, but it just looked like a freak accident where he just caught up either in his own feet or in Oak Grove's feet or whatever it was. But just stuff like that happens sometimes, man, and it's unfortunate when it happens, especially when it's a team in your own district. And he's another phenomenal kid that I just felt so bad for. He had bandages up. Tello, I wish he would have been on his shoulder a little longer, but then again,
shoulder to shoulder.
If he doesn't take this lead and push the pace a little bit, maybe we go 8:30 instead of what we ran. Like I said, Tello had the best leg out of anybody besides our anchor. Our anchor was just, but Tello was the surprise of the race.
Legs to get tangled up.
Here comes Penasco in 6th place now. They held that spot. Credit to them, man. They held the middle spot, so good on them.
Mesa Vista, your leaders. Here comes Hagerman looking to make a push.
He keeps saying Hagerman, but it's not Hagerman. It's Texaco. Texaco in 2nd place.
Moves up into second now, looking to overtake Mesa Vista as well.
I wish Tello would have reacted a little bit more and gone with Texaco, because he would have opened up that lead a little bit more, and maybe a second or 2 difference down from our time. But can't complain with the result.
Mesa Vista from Oak Grove, that upset about it.
So we're still sitting in 2nd place coming down the home stretch. Tello catches him a little bit.
It's not Hagerman. That's
finally gets it right. Texaco, not Hagerman.
Texaco, hands off.
Now, we're only about a second and a half off from the lead. And when we get the baton here, here's what's going through my mind. I'm probably right where it says 6:24. It's probably blocking me a little bit. But I'm getting Zeke split. I'm getting Tello split. I'm telling Tello he did a phenomenal job. I don't even think I watched the first 200 meters of the race, but I knew that Zeke knew exactly what he needed to do. And Zeke probably ran the most strategic and smart race that I've ever seen out of any 800 runner that I've ever coached. Scripted it any better.
Mesa Vista hands off 2nd. Oak Grove hands off 3rd.
Gets back on his shoulder. Doesn't let him go.
9 minutes 11.6
Zeke is a strong kid, man. He's a really strong kid, and you'll see here how strong he actually is. And Oak Grove, man, they won't go away. Look at them. Oak Grove will not go away. They're still sitting in third place. They are still hanging around. Here we come lapping some of the runners. I believe that's Naka and Tohatchi and Legacy Academy.
Mexico and Mesa Vista 1 and 2, just over 400 meters. This one is for a state championship.
Zeke coming in at about 58. 58 on his split. So that means he went like 102, 103 on his last split. As a sophomore, he's a sophomore, by the way.
We're absolutely going to see another state record.
Again, smart race by Zeke. He understands when the pace is falling off.
Like they're running out of gas.
Here he goes.
This is
and
where
in
you
this
start
moment
thinking,
right here, when Zeke gets to this point right here, I'm still standing in the same spot. There are hundreds of people around me. It's a state track meet, right? I'm yelling to my team who had already finished, the first 3 guys and whatever team was around me, my sprinters. I start yelling at them. It's over. It's over. Zeke's got it. I knew in this moment right here, when you get Zeke in the last 200 and he's confident and he's feeling good and he looks like this, I knew it was over. I was telling everybody, it's over. I think I said it probably 7 or 8 times. It's over, it's over, it's over. I knew it.
Find everything you've got over this final
Pulls up on his shoulder.
meters. Time to start the kick. Says Mesa Vista.
And there goes Zeke's kick. When he gets out in that last
The
150,
Trojans take the lead.
he's not relinquishing
Mesa
that lead,
Vista
especially
getting
for a state title.
stronger.
And then watching this
100
coming off the
meters.
turn,
We're
it's
going
over.
to see a new state record again, ladies and gentlemen.
His arms, his legs, he's got good knee drive. His arms are pumping.
Mesa Vista
His head was a
running
little crazy,
away
but
with it over the last 200. Mesa
and there he goes,
Vista,
fired up,
state
pumping his fist.
champions and
Great
new
picture, by the way.
state
The son took a
record
great
holders.
picture. The paper where we live took a great picture of that, and it was just phenomenal. There they are celebrating together as a team.
8:26,
Tello, Andres,
5-7.
Kenny, and Zeke, our anchor. And here's what I love too, right here, this moment. That moment right there. When our guys, I don't know if they realized it or not, but before they even came over to me, because I was right there on the railing, even though he said, don't sit on the railing or don't stand on the railing. Before they even came over to their coach, they went over to their competitors who had a bad moment, and one of their guys fell. That's one of the guys. That's the guy that fell, actually. They go straight over. They made a beeline over to Penasco to go give him a hug and tell him everything was going to be okay. And that's the kind of sportsmanship that I love on my teams. And that's what kind of put the cherry on top for me watching this later on, is not only did we win the state title, not only did we set the state record by 24 seconds, but we also took time to stop our celebration and go over to console our competitors who had a bad break in that race. If they didn't have that break, they would have been right there with us. You guys can see a little bit more of it
Mesa
playing
Vista
out.
has just set the state record
It just felt
by
good, man.
24
It just felt really good.
seconds.
It was a great race. It was a great day. It was a great way to start off the 2025 state track and field championships. If we can go back and repeat next year, then great. But nothing's guaranteed, and so we're gonna have to keep working hard because greatness doesn't jog, right? And thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you for watching this reaction with me. Thank you for reliving this moment with me, because this moment was really, really special, especially for me graduating from Mesa Vista and now coaching these boys to a state title my first year back. I'm happy to be here, and I'm glad that you guys are here along with me on this journey and along with my kids on this journey. Thank you so much for watching the video. Again, make sure you like and comment down below, and make sure that you subscribe. And remember, greatness doesn't jog. Let's get to work.